perfect. Okay.
McCollum said, he did.
I could speak to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And so when was the pre-purchase?
It was still 5 years ago.
Okay. Perfect.
That's pretty there. No lower than that. There. And then just send her forward in that spot right there. That's beautiful. That's plenty. Good there.
Stirs much better.
Funny because you feel okay till you go to,
And then you
try,
kind of
you're
go,
like, wait a minute.
oh, wait a minute. Maybe not.
Good. Keep that right. Rain, a little squeeze, but that's, yeah, perfect. Just feel like she wants to drift that shoulder a teensy bit there.
Yeah.
She's at that phase of her life where she's very literal. If you tell her to turn, she turns. If you don't, she might not. It's just a very literal ride. You said go straight, I go straight.
Exactly.
You didn't
There's
say
a
turn.
ditch there. Oh, well. You didn't tell me to
Good. Rain's a
avoid
teeny
it.
bit shorter, just so your hands can there. Just so your hands can stay in front of that fleece. That's lovely. There you go. Super. How was the border today? Not too bad? Or
Yesterday, it was like an hour's wait.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a pain, but oh well. So be it. We kind of planned for that.
Yeah. Ready there. They're literally just 5 minutes worth. Appointment.
Oh.
And of course, all right, well.
Oh, you don't have any
I better-
those here?
The one we had back surgery and had complications,
Yeah.
and then none of the rest will do horses anymore.
Oh,
And it
bugger.
was
So
a
it's
stupid little thing on a sale horse that literally took 5 minutes once we actually got it. But I was
so frustrating.
wasn't sure what the border was going to be like.
Of course.
So I had, and I thought, well, it's fine. I can just put them in the stall at the clinic. Well, the clinic didn't actually have any stalls, that we
Oh,
were
no.
so 4 horses in the trailer for
Of
4.5
course.
hours
Oh,
waiting.
shoot.
Good, but yeah, it took me.
You go out to Charlotte or Marnie?
It was that one was in Langley. I don't.
Charlotte, probably.
Yeah. Like 2 minutes off the border.
Yeah, right. Well, at least there's that, I suppose, but still.
They were lovely and so nice.
She's great. She's awesome.
Or ophthalmologist that came in was great, but she literally took
2 minutes.
2 seconds, took a photo of each eye and was like, "Yep, no problem." Like, wait, I'm done.
Oh, well, it's better than
Like,
if it was a
super.
big issue,
No, I'm
right?
super. I can deal with this. They kind of looked at me like, "Why did you bring this?" I'm like, because the buyer
Because it's
was
a free
concerned
purchase.
about it.
Well, and fair enough, you know.
Shorten your reins a little. Yeah. The funny thing is, that fire wound up still passing.
Oh,
Which was fine,
no.
but the next
Well, at
fire
least
was
now
fine.
the next one you have the
Actually had
report.
an equine ophthalmologist in her barn
Oh,
who looked at the
kidding.
pictures and went, "Why are we talking about this? Why are we even talking about this?
Jeez.
This is
Oh,
not a
well.
problem."
Oh, well. Oh, well. Whatever.
Good.
But at least you've done your due diligence,
done
and so
mine.
then it removes
Exactly.
one level of question
Well, we
mark.
already had we had the report from Spain with the exact
Right.
same thing, but it's always good to have.
But it's, yeah.
The more the merrier.
Well, I think one of the things, you know, it's particularly from Europe, it's a bit notorious that
Oh God, yeah.
There's
I
a lot of
didn't have an
scammy
issue
stuff.
with going for a second one with that. Good. Forward hand. There you go. Really nice.
Right. I know, right? Exactly.
I have one bet that I send no matter where in Spain we're bringing horses from.
Yeah.
I send him.
Because he's the one
He knows
trustworthy
exactly what I
person.
want done.
Yeah.
He knows which X-ray views I want.
Yeah.
I want a skyline.
Yeah.
I want them
Exactly. Well, that's the
to,
other
they
thing,
need to
you
be
know,
readable.
when you get this full set of X-rays, and then there's like 4 X-rays.
yeah.
You're going, okay, well, nice, but not quite what I had in mind.
Good.
Nice.
Little shorter reins now. Lovely depart. There you go. Just that if your reins are long, then she gets a little behind. Just, yeah, forward feel with your reins short. There, that's lovely. I'm still always amused when I get it. Someone tells me, I have this full set of x-rays and they send me 12. And I'm like, this was a full set 25 years ago.
I was just going to say,
Maybe
exactly.
30.
Exactly.
Like 12 hasn't been a full set in a long bloody time.
So true. Well, and then, I mean, the truth is, the standard of what people want has changed so much. You know, when horses were $5,000, it was a lot different.
Now we
right?
have, I think we have a little bit, now we've gone so much to the
Well,
extreme that
and
now
I
we
have-
have like with neck
yes.
stuff, like,
Well, you know, there's a huge ethical, like, close friend of mine's, she's equine vet, but she's on the animal welfare committee with the, and they're the ones that have developed the equine code in Canada for minimum
yeah.
care standards and all that stuff.
Good.
And she was saying
And
there's
you can give her a little touch with that whip if she's a little, if you don't have spurs. There you go. Allow her to flex left.
that there's actually this very big discussion in the welfare communities as to all these back and neck x-rays because they're showing up stuff which if there's no clinical signs
No.
there's a big question mark as to okay, well, what does that mean?
Right.
But then people are doing massive surgeries on these horses based on radiographs. Right,
Like some of the neck
And
stuff, like
based on
they're putting horses
radiographs.
down that aren't.
Right, based on radiographs that may or may not have any relationship to anything.
My Grand Prix horse is 14.
Right,
I got him because
he
his
couldn't pass
neck
it.
x-rays are, he looks like someone played Jenga.
Right.
With his vertebrae.
Right,
And that horse just went
he's fine.
69.5 in the Grand Prix last weekend.
Right. And that's the whole, and the big discussion is, so what are the welfare implications of this major invasive surgery on a bunch of horses that probably don't need it?
Well, and like if you look at, I mean, I had vets when we found the neck x-rays too.
Yeah.
We sent them out and I had, we sent them to good radiologists that I trust and work with who said, yeah, those are ugly as all get out, but the horse is doing the work. Is he, how is he to ride? I'm like,
Yeah.
he's one of the most even horses in the bridle.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Would I trap him in the neck? No, but I wouldn't trap any horse in the neck.
Right.
So,
Right,
like,
right.
there's nothing about this horse that made me ride him thinking he had a neck issue. And I still don't think he has a neck issue.
And,
But we had other vets that looked at him that were like, this
when
horse should be euthanized.
right. You know, I remember, again, years ago, but when I was at New Bolton Center, we spent some time with Dr. Moyer was the lameness guy at the
Yep.
time. And I remember on lameness clinic with him,
Good there.
we had this horse come in for, I forget what. Anyway, and he'd known this horse for years and years and years. And he was showing us the x-rays. And so the navicular x-ray of this horse, there was this massive hole in the navicular bone. And this was a field hunter that pounded around and
Right.
never had a lame day in its life.
Yep.
And I remember him saying, you look at these x-rays and this horse should be crippled and in the ground. Fortunately, nobody ever told the horse that.
Exactly. And that's unfortunately as the technology gets better
Yeah,
and better and better,
people
that's what we're forgetting.
Yeah, exactly. As
You know, and these horses
As,
are horses like it's the same thing with like when people I'll say, okay, well on like an older horse, you do maintenance. What do you mean? Like, do you change the oil in your car? Well,
Right.
yes. Okay. I'm like, why is it a dirty word?
so, and I think it, yeah, and so I remember, I think it was Bob Motes used to always say, "You're riding the horse, not the X-rays."
Yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, the X-ray may direct you to scrutinize an
Right.
area more closely.
yes. And look at the clinical of that area.
Absolutely, but
But it's,
on their own, they're not a be-all and end-all.
my goal is
And I guess it depends. Like, you know, I've said to Cindy, you know, if I have stifles that are starting to look kind of beat up, I'm probably going to take that more seriously
agreed.
than a hawk,
Oh, absolutely.
you know?
100%. 100%.
But,
And like a chip for me and like a chip and a front fetlock is significantly more attention grabbing than
Than
a
a
chip and a hind fetlock.
and like a small OCD and a hind fetlock,
Yeah.
probably never going to bother the horse.
Exactly.
But an OCD and an elbow,
Uh-huh.
you're in trouble.
Precisely. Yeah, like I'm much more cautious of stifles
Yes,
because
absolutely,
stifles are
100%.
significant. There's so much wear and
100%.
tear on them in our sport,
100%.
and they're harder to maintain.
100%.
Hawks, you can do a hell of a lot to keep a hawk
Yeah.
happy.
And most horses, at least.
Yes.
Exactly.
There's rare, obviously, exceptions.
Like
to
there
all
are.
rules, but
Sadly,
the
one of mine,
majority-
but sadly, he's a lovely boy, and he's the sweetest horse ever, and he's now my trail horse, because, and you know, you inject him, and we've tried ProStride twice, we've tried Noltrex.
None of it.
He's great for 3 months.
Oh wow. He
And
really
then-
burns through it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not sticking needles in him 4 times a year,
God.
because
No, that
that's
goes
not
past
right.
maintenance.
that's not
That's
right.
not maintenance anymore.
That's not right.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Like I've said with my horse, when he retires from sport,
Yeah, he can be a
I
trail
will, then
horse.
I will do an article, and I will
Right.
with all of his. We did CT of his neck.
Radiographs.
You can see it clearly,
Yeah,
and say, you know, please,
don't
this-
kill your horse
don't
just
kill your horse
because.
because something isn't pretty on rads.
Exactly.
Some of the soundest horses I've ridden had the worst X-rays, and some of
100%.
the lamest, most neurologic
Had
creatures
beautiful
I've ever sat on
X-rays.
had X-rays that were textbook,
Agreed.
and some of the prettiest neck rads,
Agreed. Are
oftentimes
horrible.
horrible.
Well, again,